nowhere that is stated that you need 8 years. I mean, the people who framed the Constitution knew that there was going to be a time where presidents could only spend one term.
A lot of our political leaders in this country, they get sleepless nights, all because of Peter Obi. Peter Obi changed them for their hand, saying won't do just one time of 4 years, and that one can't give them more sleepless nights. I don't know why. They can't come out now, they say it's not possible. There is no way in the world that somebody can rule just a single time and make an impact. I say, chai, that is an error from the pit of hell. People believe that it's not doable. But some of us are of the opinion that a one term of 4 years is enough for an individual to make tremendous impact if that person desires to make an impact. But what we've got now is most people come into governance, come into position of authority, and they don't have a prepared mind to lead the people. There is a disparity between you coming in to become a president just because of you grabbing that power, and an individual who is coming in because they want to make the needed change. Not because they want to make the needed change in order to benefit from the system, but rather he wants to make a change to make an impact in the society. Peter Obi had the antidote to the problem which Nigeria has got, and we all should rally around him to ensure that he achieved that singular goal of becoming a president of 4 years of one term. I don't want to bore you guys with my own sweet mouth and rhetoric, so make you watch this video. Afterwards, we're going to come back and talk more about this.
You know, we also have to look at what's realistic and what's achievable. 4 years, do you think that's enough for anybody to make a real impact in governance of this country? Especially what we've seen with this current president, the fact that reforms take time and they're saying we're turning the tide and so forth. Generally speaking, most people believe that 4 years is not long enough to make an impact. What do you think of this?
I think Nigerians should actually do away with that mentality.
Okay.
Yes, it may not be enough, but if, for example, Peter Obi is coming to build on the reforms already put in place by President Tinubu, all he needs to do is to also introduce other reforms in other places. There's nowhere that is stated that you need 8 years. I mean, the people who framed the Constitution knew that there was going to be a time where presidents could only spend one term. And so if the electorate feel that the presidents, the incumbents have performed, they can renew the term. And if they feel that the incumbents have not performed very well, then the people have the last card to actually kick the president out of office. So the people who put this provision in the Constitution could have as well said it should just be a one term of 8 years. But they said, no, let it be a renewable term. And so if you have someone who is really strong in reforms, who really wants to put the country first, I mean, take, for example, former President Umar Musa Yar'Adua. He spent less than 4 years in power, about 2 years plus, and we are still talking about him today. The reforms he put in place, that, like, for example, the amnesty program in Niger Delta, they are still ongoing. So we need statesmen at this moment. We've had enough of politicians who come to do 8 years, and we don't seem to have enough, including those politicians who wanted to extend their tenure from 2 terms of 4 years, like Obasanjo, where we had corporate Nigeria, for example, coming together in 2027, in 2006, 2007, wanting to extend the tenure of Obasanjo. If we want a reformist president, someone who just wants to put the country in good shape and then leave for the right leaders to come into place, I think we can do it. We can hold Peter Obi to his words, or even President Bola Tinubu, if his term is going to be renewed, hold him to some reformist agenda. It's long enough for us to just be giving people terms and compensating them because they have 2 terms or because they are from different regions. Can we try something new, for example, for the first time?
You guys have heard him. That is the truth. Saying that 4 years is not enough to make an impact is a blatant lie. Those who are saying that, they are just being jittery, they're being afraid. That is just a simple fact. The problem we've got in this country, is that most people who have been leading us are not prepared for governance. There's a disparity between you preparing to rule and you preparing to lead. There's a clear distinction between that. Some people have that premonition that they want to have power, but what they want to do with the power, they have not yet defined it. For Peter Obi, before getting there, he has an idea of what he wants to do. He has a blueprint prepared for what he wants to achieve. That is why he's simply saying, I need just 4 years to make that needed change that Nigeria desire and crave for. And why is it that people are saying that it's not possible for him to achieve it? People who are saying this, they are the brand of Nigerians who are pessimistic, who think that nothing good can come out of people from the eastern part of Nigeria, or something good cannot come out from Peter Obi. Why can't we support him for once? We need a one-time president that will change the face of this country, not president staying there for 8 years without tremendous achievement. What is your take with regards to this, guys? I'd like to read your comment. However, guys, please do not forget to subscribe, to like, to share. I promise to see you no sooner than expected. I remain the Eagle's Eyes.